Denise, and I'm here today to talk about planning for your music classes, month outlines, and weekly lesson plans. Month outlines for Musicplay plan for two 30-minute classes per week. However, much of the second lesson is repeat or extension. If you have one class a week, one 45-minute class, you'll be able to do much of what's in lesson one and some of the extensions that are in lesson two. I suggest that you use highlighter and highlight the songs you intend to use based on what songs have the concepts that is in your curriculum. And remember too that repetition is important. If you've taught a song, repeat it. And usually you want to repeat it in at least 4 lessons so that the kids really get that material in their hearts and in their souls. Remember also that Musicplay is a menu. Number 1, you choose the song or songs, then you choose the activities you'll do with it. You're not expected to teach everything that's listed here for a month. This is lesson 1 and 2 of September, so this is the first week that Musicplay starts. Of course, if you start school in August, just back it up a month. If I've taught these songs before, this is all that I need to remind me that, okay, this is what I'm doing, and I already know what I'm going to do with these songs. However, if you're new to Musicplay, you should look at the more detailed weekly outline. So this is the weekly outline that's in the Musicplay Teacher's Guides or the Musicplay binders. So in the Musicplay Printed Teacher's Guides, there is a 1-page summary of the week's offerings. And then the pages that follow include the song notation and suggested activities. But again, I use this little summary to help me with my weekly planning. If you're using the online site, there are 2 places you can access this information. One is in the Teaching Tools box. So this is the song, Mountaintop Monster. If I scroll down, it gives me a quick overview of why that song is suggested for this grade level. If I click and download and print these, it will give me notation for the song and many activities to do with the song. It will also give me the weekly sample lessons and the song lists for the week. The other place I can access this information is in the lesson planning section. If you're on a computer, this button will appear on the left-hand side. It appears in different places on devices, but on a computer, it'll appear on the left-hand side menu. If I click on the Grade 1 tab and I scroll down below, I will find right here the Week 1 outline and the Week 1 song list. The Week 1 outline is the same printable PDF that I could get in the under the song Doobie-Doo, but I can download it here. The second one is an interactive menu, and this is what it leads to. It shows me interactively all the materials that are available on the site for week 1 of my school year. So it shows me Doobie-Doo, Mountaintop, Little Red Wagon, Snail, Snail, Sam the Robot Man, The Music Time is Over. It also shows me suggested listening selections for this. And as I click on each song, the different interactive activities that are available will show up. I will show you on the actual website in a few minutes. So this is the printed teacher's guides. This is the detailed lesson. Online, this is the lesson outline that you'll see. And we've given the interactive activities, creating, assessment, and playing activities. So you can look through, and this is the singing activities you'll do, speaking, playing instruments, moving, listening, interactive, creating, reading, writing, and the printables that are available online, and assessment tools. And these teaching notes also highlight specific things in the program. All of the songs in this week's lessons are great, but if I had the students only once for 45 minutes, I think this is what I would plan. I'd do Doobie-Doo, and I would do this as a quick, fun, physical warm-up. I don't teach this song by rote. I simply play the recording, and then I sing the echoes and show the movements to the kids. If you don't know the movements, use the kids demo, and the kids demo will show you the movements. I would suggest using this as an opening activity for the whole of the first month. It's fun, it's quick, it's physical, it's engaging. Mountaintop Monster is almost a second warm up. And again, I would teach this by immersion. We just jump in, we make up movements, play the recording or the video, and ask the students to do the movements with you. It's rap style, it's very appealing to the kids, and it's also really good to teach high and low. I don't spend a lot of time on this song, but again, I will do this in several classes because it's fun and engaging. If you read through the song activities, there's additional activities suggested, and I do these with my first grade. Melody the Elephant. I use a toy elephant, the kids sing to it, and the elephant does what they sing. So if they sing, Melody, jump up and down, the melody will jump up and down. And I use this Melody the Elephant in many classes. Some classes ask for her all year long. Types of Voices is a great lesson. The posters are in the printables for Mountaintop Monster. And there's a wonderful interactive activity listening lesson that you can use as well. The listening lessons for high-low sounds, again, it takes 2 minutes to click to the listening selection section and choose high-low, and then the kids identify the instruments or the sounds that they're hearing, and they tell if it's high or low. Consider adding a high-low movement activity to your lesson. Improvise on 2 non-pitched instruments, a great big drum for low sounds and a little triangle for high sounds. And then you play and invite the children to move and show through their movement if the sound is high or low. That's also great for having them move to the beat. The core song in my lesson is going to be Snail Snail. This traditional singing game is great for moving to the beat. It's fun, the kids like it. After you play the game, have the kids show with their arm motions how the sound goes higher and lower. What ifs and how-tos. First lesson of the year, you need to go over rules, expectations, fire drill, lockdown procedures. What are your bathroom expectations? You should create a seating plan. If you haven't been using a seating plan in your music lessons, do it. It just makes your life a whole lot easier. My ending song would probably be The Music Time Is Over, and the kids echo. I use that song through the whole school year. In this lesson, I left out Little Red Wagon and I left out Sam the Robot Man. If I had extra time, I could add this, or if I have a second lesson in the week, I could certainly add this because both are cute lessons. The Sam the Robot Man is great for keeping a beat again, and it talks about beat in the song. The Little Red Wagon, I like to have the kids choose unpitched and do sound effects with it. But again, that'll depend on how much time you have. So I suggested if you're using the online site, you do the following. Download the month outlines for each grade. I printed these month outlines on color-coded paper. So anything yellow is grade 1, orange grade 2, grade 3 pink for red, grade 4 blue, grade 5 green, kindergarten lime green, grade 6 gray. Do the quick look at the interactive song list and highlight songs that teach the concepts in your curriculum. If you have the binders, I would still print out the month outlines for my own use. And then I would read my weekly lesson, choose and highlight the songs and activities to teach. I've taught Musicplay for many, many years, and I tend to use same core songs each year, but I would die of boredom if I did the same things the same way every year. So what I do, I change up the activities that I do with the songs. After 41 years of teaching, I am still looking for the best way to prepare, teach, practice, and assess concepts. And with MusicplayOnline, every time I find a new, better way to teach something, we add it. So these songs, these old songs, they don't get old. And I'm on the MusicplayOnline site to show you how I would access lesson planning materials from the online site. So if I'm in grade 1, this is where I will find the lesson planning materials. So song 1, Doobie Doo, here's my teaching suggestions for it. Here's where I'll find my notation, and this is where I'll find the weekly sample lesson. If I go to Mountaintop Monster, the next song on the site for grade 1, I'll find the same things for that song. I'll find the song activities. This weekly sample lesson will be the same. The other place I can find lesson planning materials on the site is down here, left menu, lesson planning section. And if I click grade 1, I get my overview. Here's my year plan that I talked about in last week's newsletter. And if I scroll down, I get to the monthly outline and the weekly lesson. For September, week 1, here is my weekly outline. And this is lengthy, and you probably don't need everything that's in there, just the month outlines are going to be enough. Here's your month outline for September. That's where you can download and print it. The really cool thing is the weekly song list. This is interactive using the search engine. So this shows me quickly that I have 6 songs for week 1. And again, as I mentioned before, I might not do all 6. I might just do Doobie Doo, Mountaintop Monster, and then I do Snail Snail, and the music time is over because my lesson is done. But this way I can click through the songs and I can see what interactive activities are here for each song. So for Snail Snail, I'm going to have a lot more interactive activities because there's many concepts to teach from this song. That's why I call this a core song. You're going to have a tone ladder. You're going to have interactive note names, interactive solfa. The whole beat and rhythm interactives are amazing for this. Down here, you're going to have printable worksheets if you want to do that. Snail Snail could be your entire week's lesson, but I find that if I do Doobie Doo and Mountaintop Monster, I've got the kids physically moving, they're doing a warm-up, they're still learning concepts, and then when I go into the sort of the meat or the core of the lesson, they're ready to learn. And then when my lesson is over, the music time is over. If I have lots of extra time, I would certainly teach them Sam the Robot Man and Little Red Wagon, but those to me are less important than making sure that I do a good warm-up with them and then Snail Snail. And of course, there's all these other things that you can do with them. I can go into the solfa practice section. I can go into the rhythm practice section. And if you choose to make that a consistent part of your routines, starting every lesson with solfa practice or every lesson with rhythm practice, that 2 minutes a day will teach your kids to read by the end of the year. The listening examples show up here, and again, you can't do all of it. But if I'm focusing on high-low with Mountaintop Monster, doing high-low is going to make a big difference to how well those children understand it. So this is some of the ways you can plan your lessons quickly and easily. My suggestion, go to the lesson planning section, choose your grade level, scroll down, download the month outline, and print that out, especially if you're new to Musicplay or you're not a confident music teacher. Download and print this lesson plan, the month outlines, and then you can see what songs are coming and you can keep track on this of what you have taught and what you would like to teach. So I just click here, I go to download, and then I can download the whole year's worth. This is taking a long time to open. So there's my week outline for September, and I've got the whole school year here. So simply download, print it. If I download it, it goes right to my download folder, and then print it out, and then you've got your lesson outlines for the whole year, and you can follow along with the Musicplay sequence. You can always substitute freely in Musicplay. That's not a problem. You can substitute another song that you like better as a warm-up or another song that you like better as an ending song. But if you follow what's here, and especially if you do those songs like Snail Snail that teach lots and lots of concepts, your kids will be reading and writing confidently by the end of your school year.